Peace, peace, peace. What it do? Hello, hello. I am so excited to be back. If this is your first time here, it is I, Miss iilah Moon, intuitive astrologer, amongst other things. And I'm signing in today just to kind of check in with you guys and see how you all are doing under this very interesting yet refreshing energy that we are having. Um, Look, the last few days, well, the last few months, if I'm going to be 100, have been very interesting. But the last few days have even been more so interesting as we have moved into a brand new season and we welcomed in the summer solstice. During that time, of course, the moon then went into Aries, which was very interesting. That was an interesting couple of days. The moon being in Aries, teaming up with Jupiter and then Mars, before moving on into Taurus. Look, I was clear that that was happening. So I was like, I'm staying out of the way. But even though I, myself per se, was not necessarily in the midst of that fiery energy, I still managed to be affected. How about you? It's been an interesting couple of days, I must say. However, I am so grateful to be back. I am grateful to be in Cancer season. I might be a little biased, being as though I'm a Cancer sun sign. So this is definitely my season. It's been an interesting time moving into this season. I found as I'm coming up on my solar return, and there's been a lot of purging going on. Like, I've been really purging a lot. As a matter of fact, the night before, I think, maybe 2 nights before the solstice, I was really emotional. Go figure, Cancer, right? But I was really emotional, and I just really purged, and I almost couldn't help it. I just felt like this huge release coming over me, as if it was, there were things to be released. And the interesting part of that is I know that the sun moved into Cancer, and I believe it's like something like 5:31 in the morning on the 21st. And it was so interesting because I had this huge release like 2 days before, and then kind of in this in-between mood the day before. And when I woke up that morning, I mean, I could actively feel the shift. I woke up, even though I was off minimal sleep, because for whatever reason, my son decided that he wanted to get up and, wake up the house. Even though that's what, ended up happening, I woke up, I was in good spirits. I jumped in the shower and I decided to open my windows. Luckily here, that was a pretty mild morning, so it wasn't really an issue with, the humidity or the heat or anything. So I was able to open the windows and the doors. I lit up the frankincense and the myrrh and let her rip. It was a much needed clearing where I felt like, oh, this is an exhale. You know what I'm saying? However, the very next day, with that moon in Aquarius, I might need to do it all again. So I'm not sure if you all had anything like that. I experienced some family issues that kind of seeped this way into my heart. As a Cancer sun, of course I'm already sensitive. However, the other makeup of my chart, makes it hard for some things to seep in. But when it comes to family, and we know that Cancer rules the family and the foundation, and mother, you know what I'm saying, and all of those things, lineage, ancestry. When it comes to family, man, I'm telling you, that thing hit a little harder, don't it? Anyway, with that, I do feel the need to say, we're in a really interesting time right now. There's a lot of us going through major transitional periods. Energies are trying to shed, trying to go away so that we can fully blossom and step into this next portion of our life cycle. Maybe possibly our mission and purpose, what we're supposed to be doing and that type of thing. And there are a lot of distractions. Y'all, please, please, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Jeez, more Christmas. Try not to let the distractions, kind of take you off your square, because, it's definitely by design. In addition to that, recognize when it's time to maybe move on from something. Oftentimes we hold on, and I get it. Like, I am the queen of holding on. I'm a Cancer. We're nostalgic by nature. Like, everything has like sentimental value, or we tend to live in the past. That's one of the downsides of Cancer energy. We tend to live in the past a lot. So I definitely get it. Sometimes it's not as easy to let go. But when these things are not serving you, things are either helping you or they hurting you. And sometimes it's just time to let it go. Also, it's really important that we're honest in our intentions, especially during this time. Look, y'all, we've seen, come on now. We've seen over the last year, about 2 years or so, where things like are hitting the fan. A lot of people think intention don't matter. I heard somebody say once, well, it was something stupid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it was stupid, but yeah, it was kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? It was like, basically, well, if I hit a person and they didn't, and I didn't mean to hit them, and they die, they still, okay, we get that part. But intention plays a big role, because we would be having a whole different conversation if you set out to run their ass over. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's with anything in this world, young. If whatever you're doing, just make sure you're doing it with integrity. You know what I'm saying? Because now, especially now, is not the time to be out this joint just doing shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it is some wild shit going on out here. And I just am encouraging everyone to continue to stay connected, but also move with integrity. Know what you're doing, why you're doing it, And if you can't pinpoint why you're doing what you're doing, you might want to think a little harder about it. Like, what's driving it? Because what I'm noticing is it's a lot going on. People are just doing shit. A lot of people have ulterior motives right now. And it's unfortunate. And if you're not part of the solution, meaning you're not lending yourself to moving in a way that is showing of integrity and being of a positive mindset and heart, and really just trying to move from a space of love and compassion. If you're not lending yourself to that energy, then you're adding to the chaos and confusion. If you're someone who is constantly gossiping, if you're someone who is constantly like stirring the shit pot, you know what I'm saying? Young, find something the fuck else to do. Seriously, because this shit is getting out of hand. Like, people are out this motherfucker tripping. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. And if you are part of the problem, don't be surprised, you know what I'm saying, when the fuck somebody call you out. Don't be surprised when your secret gets out. Don't be surprised when the spotlight is on your ass. Because we're not in the space right now where the fuck we can be just, ready to, and ready to do any and everything and think that shit gonna fly. And so I went on a little mini rampage. That is not what I came on here to talk about. But fuck, maybe it needed to be said. Excuse my language. But it is what it is, There's a lot of wild shit going on out here. And I am really hoping that people get it together. Know your reasons for doing things. And if it's not in line with just genuinely lending something good or decent or positive to the situation, maybe you shouldn't be involved. Leave it to motherfuckers who at least want to do it from the right space. And so that's all I got to say about that shit. Anyway, that was not what I stopped down here to say, but since that's what it said, I guess I'll stop this video and start another one. And we're going to leave that one right here. And I'll put whatever else that I really stopped by to say in the next video, y'all. Until next time, it's your girl, iilah Moon, intuitive astrologer. Amongst other things, mother, sister, niece, daughter, you know what I'm saying? All that great stuff. Healer, and don't be afraid to claim your titles. You are what you are. You know what I'm saying? You're more than your titles, but don't be afraid to step into and claim all the titles that you are. You know what I'm saying? Goddess. Yes, get with it. Anyway, until next time, I love you guys and sending much peace and love, compassion, light, abundance, and all that great stuff. Until next time, that's all I got. Peace.